It's hot. All right, I'm back, y'all. It's hardball for real. RB, I'm back. Yeah, my little nieces were over here earlier. Yeah, I had to concentrate on them for a while. So, because I was trying to do I was trying to do it earlier because I know people be going to sleep and stuff. So, whew. Me too. See. I could be the next. So I called you because this detective showed up at my door. They doing cool. They're the little ones, so they got all that energy. You remember when you was that young, just had that burst of energy. I have a question for you. Something he didn't even really ask me anything. He just started telling me about you and your family. And they just left a little while ago. So here I am. Just one thing. So there's nothing to say. Should I just scarf down a couple of tacos too? Smack down 3 of them tacos? No, it's so good. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Yo. And it's crazy because it's like when you get older, you don't have that same energy, but you'll put in that extra time if you need to. Okay, I'm not drinking it. My fucking like cramps. It keeps me up at night. I drink more water. I gotta keep waking up. Sure, I'm just thankful shit. When I was a kid, I ain't end up with no broken bones. Not the point where and it wasn't because I was trying to be safe either. Stuck to that fucking job. Because I used to do some daredevil stuff when I was a kid. We talked about Spirit Energy, got any thoughts on the Patrick Clark Jr. recent video? No. I haven't even seen it. Can't move on to product coming in from the you the first to tell me about that. Yeah, I didn't even know. I'm gonna go check that out. See if you got some stuff to be for a while. Also see how hard we hit back unique. Get way back. Hey. Fucking call we make with these rigatoni loans. You guess Stefano might be able to help move this shit around. Before I step in with him, I need to know from you. You just gave me something to look up. Your version of handle or not? God's version. You know, fine. Man, I don't know what's up with people. So what did he say?
Sometimes that big shortest just turns out to be missing you forgot how to use.
Hi, Shirley. It's about time someone classed us a joint. Hi, lovely. Can I talk to you for a minute? Patrick Clark acting out. He begging for his job back. Meanwhile, he's screaming wrestling fake. Oh, why he would say that? Oh, why he would say that? You gave the you knew what I knew. You could say yeah. You told them. I don't know what's up with these guys over here just running their mouth. Like you want to get back in, but you don't know how to be quiet. You and me know what you did or didn't do, but I don't trust you. You know, and I'm not gonna be. And it's a shame because he could have been one of the greats. He literally could have been one of the greats. He had charisma. He could wrestle. I just, you find a way to be honest. Right? I just don't know. I don't know what be going through these guys' heads. Like I may not be WWE's favorite person, and WWE is not my favorite organization anymore. But when you fumble the bag like that, I mean, you had a golden opportunity. You know, or he would have ended up going to AEW. But after what he did, AEW didn't want him. You know, and as we see, Tony Khan very strict on stuff. Like the most unfavorable person I've met in my life. So, what's going on? I even took some classes, but wasn't really feeling any of them that much. So, I'm just putting on his text. Everything I'm getting out of New York, I came up and died. What is the that right there? Oh. Yo, what's going on? Meadow, what's happening? Hey. Yeah, I just, I don't know. Get away from your face. You know, those opportunities don't come around much. Yeah. And WWE will let you come back. You know what I'm saying? As long as you do what you need to do and get your stuff together, they will let you come back. You know? Now they might not use you as much. At least you'll be back with the company. Oh man, you know, it's just chilling. Oh, yep. Shit, I'm doing the same.
Enjoying this nice, cool Sunday night on this Mother Day night. Also, when you had time, check out Home by Dreamland. Oh, okay. I definitely will. My boy. He did. He did. Toss it in the garbage can. Just took it, tossed it, just like, and that goes to show you that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people just don't appreciate what they have, you know. Like WWE put him in private, like he was the highlight. They was highlighting him, you know. Well, when you open up your mouth, mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, okay. I got it. Crazy fact, they deleted his interview on C. Oh, they did. Damn. Well, and that's the most current one, right? Yes, R.I.P. Sabu. Most definitely. What was that match he had? Who was it? Because it was like, it was one of the greatest NXT matches of all time. Like, I'm trying to remember, who was it? It wasn't Swerve. Was it Adam Cole? Was it Johnny? I had to go back and look. It was one of them. It was like, man, it's 5 stars. Yeah. Sabu. So, oh man, Sabu. So, thinking of Sabu, you know, I've seen a lot of crazy shit in wrestling. A lot of crazy shit. You know, and if you watch Japanese wrestling, like I'm not talking about like the New Japan stuff, so per se, but like a lot of the death stuff or like All Japan. All Japan's a little bit more extreme than New Japan. Uh, but just to see all that stuff over there, and I'd be like, God damn, that shit is crazy as hell. Okay. Then I watched Sabu against Terry Funk in a barbed wire match. And seeing Sabu getting caught on that barbed wire and ripping his whole arm out. Oh, it was the nastiest shit I've ever seen in my life. And then sat right there and retaped the shit. And kept going. How there was no infection, I will never know. Well, truth be told, yeah, I didn't either. And that was only because it was on the WWE site. And I rarely frequent the WWE site. You know, well, at that time, I did in like the mid 2000s. And I did watch NXT when it was the competition show. They had the pros and the rookies. That stupid ass concept. I said, how the hell are they gonna have Daniel Bryan? And at that time, he literally like a 12-year pro, 10 at best, and a rookie? Huh? Wow. You know, and to be honest with y'all, to be quite honest with y'all, just just knowing Brian's love for professional wrestling, I don't know if it was the money, if it was just the notoriety, but it kind of it makes you wonder, like, which one was it and why you signed to WWE and you didn't go to TNA? Was it the booking, bad management? I mean, a lot of those could have played into the factor because just how TNA/Impact at the time, how they like to do their matches, that fits Brian's style of wrestling. That's one of the reasons why when AEW opened up, he couldn't wait till his contract ran out. He was right, and he would have stayed because all he wanted to do, he wanted to have some Japan matches. There was matches that he wanted to have. And WWE was like, well, yeah, we're trying to accommodate. We're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have did something. And you let the man go. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm happy about, because to be quite honest with y'all, I got tired of calling the man Daniel Bryan. He sounded like a little kid. Daniel Bryan. Don't that sound like a little kid's name? I'm like, why did they just flip his name around like that and they took off the son part, the Danielson part? Or they took off the son part, kept the Daniel, and then took his first name and made it his last name. I said, I know I know him as Brian Danielson. So, but then I got caught up in calling him Daniel Bryan stuff, but thank you, thank you, AEW. We got the American Dragon back. And look how they treat their wrestlers when they're going out compared to how WWE does. Kurt Angle lost to Baron Corbin. Why was Kurt Angle wrestling Baron Corbin in his last match at WrestleMania? Right? But then you have Sting in a tag team match with Darby Allin against the Young Bucks. That was an absolute banger. Then Bryan Danielson, you give him the spot, even though he didn't want it. But that's the respect and appreciation Tony Khan has for his guys, especially when you done put your time in. Our biggest show of the year in front of 85,000 people, legitimately, bam, world title. And Sexy couldn't have made the one the year prior, but got to take care of them injuries. Then, how he went out, that dramatic spot, how he went out, come on, man. That's drama. Could be wrong, but some tell me Patrick Clark guilty. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong too. I did. Ring of Honor. I watched him when he was in Ring of Honor. Oh my God. That match would have, oh my God. If Bryan Danielson had wrestled Kurt Angle, top five automatically. Top five automatically. That match, oh my God. That match would have, I would have marked out on that match. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna hit this bathroom real quick. I'm back. Okay. Desmond Wolf and Kurt Angle cooked, but yeah, that's. As a matter of fact, I would have loved to have them have a series of matches. Oh, I had to step away for a second. 5 times 5. This one whole weekend was that. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Hey, none of it was good. But you know, I'm gonna keep on saying it. WWE is spreading themselves too thin. I'm already seeing cracks within the fan base of WWE. I'm starting to see people starting to turn on WWE. Because yeah, you know, it's kind of like with Tony Khan. Yeah, AEW. Yeah, ooh, something new, fresh. Yeah, the honeymoon was over. Now we get into the real nooks and crannies. This is kind of what's going on with Paul Levesque. He took over. Yes, we have fresh air. We can breathe again. But now the honeymoon is over, and people are really starting to see his booking for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a couple of stories in there that are actually good. But what about the rest of the product? I'm not gonna be a biased person. I seen a comment earlier today. It was about AEW and WWE. And this person said, oh, I had watched the video of it was the clip of Conan going off on the AEW fan over the AAA, over the WWE purchase of AAA. So I go into the comments, and this person says, oh, I officially hate all AEW fans. So I had to leave a comment. I had to reply and let this person know that your comment was really stupid. I'm paraphrasing. Because a couple of AEW fans was going on a rant, and yes, they did kind of, speak out of turn without knowing the details. But they're just expressing how everybody was feeling about the deal. And then Conan want to get on there. Well, you don't know. You just blah, 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 blah. Conan, you can go suck a dick, okay? Because you ain't nothing but, look, you want to talk about, hold on, because it just hit me. It just literally hit me. This old fucking piece of shit, because that's what Conan is. He goes around pointing the finger at everybody, and he just acts like his shit don't stink. Right? So let me say this, because there's a lot of people that don't know. There's some people that may have forgotten, and then there's people like myself who don't forget. Now, you say, Conan, you said that this deal, they've been working on this deal for about 3 or 4 years, right? Okay. And we all know that you are in management at AAA. Okay. So in 3 or 4 years, Vince McMahon was still in charge. You want to talk about and get mad about about how Tony Khan did you and AAA, the whole fiasco and all that? Okay. Whatever. Cool. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? We don't actually know. We only could go by what has been reported. But Conan, wasn't this the same company that put you in a goddamn space outfit and called you Max Moon? And because you didn't like the gimmick, you cut turf and left the company and said you would never go back to WWE. You will never, and I quote, I will never have anything to do with WWE. So what happened? See, you're going around and you get mad at fans. All the fans were doing was expressing how it was a ridiculous deal. And look, everything doesn't have to be reported, understandable. But how is it that the WCW WWF deal was being reported, but this ain't being reported? And this has been going on for 3 to 4 years? So when it just automatically just pops up out of nowhere after AEW announced Grand Slam in Mexico, was they really wrong about what they were saying? See, this is what makes me sick about some of you WWE marks. Not all of y'all, but there's a big portion of y'all that shit on AEW, and y'all acting like WWE's putting on the best product in the fucking world. Well, I'm here to tell you, right along with other people, WWE is not putting on the best product. They just put on a fucking, like, what you call it, production. Everything got to be bigger and glamorous, because they're not a wrestling company. But when you get to the actual wrestling, because yes, storylines count. Yes, you have to have good story. You got to bring people into the seats. You got to bring people in. AEW is doing that. Just because you guys don't like the way that they're doing it, doesn't mean they're not doing it. Every company does not have to be like WWE. Because, excuse me, have you guys seen some of the matches that they be having? Very cookie cutter stuff. The same match, see, and I'm going to tell you, the same match that you see, well, let me say it like this. We all talk about Ric Flair was born, right? Because he did the same stuff over and over and over and over. Hulk Hogan, the same thing. What the fuck is Seth Rollins doing? what the fuck is Roman Reigns doing? Like, they're doing the same stuff over and over and over and over. Oh my God, John Cena, yeah, over and over and over. With AEW, you're going to see the same type of moves, but you're going to get extra stuff along with that match. You're not going to. The Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher matches are different matches each time. But Seth Rollins and CM Punk, same match every time. Backlash did suck. I'm telling you, it's hurting. The company's going to be suffering. Watch. By chance, Jay Millie, you familiar with OTRS Central? Oh, what is that? WWE is destroying the wrestling. They is. You can't blame Vince. You can't blame Vince. Conan is old as dust. He is. And I used to like Conan too. I really did. I fucked with K-Dog. Halima! What do you say? Let me speak on this. Hold the line. Halima! Asa! You know, Conan and the Red and Black are for life. Oh, no, he said, are forever. Wait, what do you say? He said, Umos Voso, something. Conan and the Wolfpack are bad song forever and da. Triple H told Conan and Vince McMahon, we getting this. Out here. I bet you that's what he did. No, they suffering out there. He definitely did need the money. Fun fact, Conan was finna join the Radicals in 2000. Oh. That would have been interesting. But it still goes back to what it still goes against what he said. The man said he will not fuck with after that Max Moon shit. He said he ain't. That's why he went and signed with WCW a couple years later. Like I keep saying, WWE only care about the entertainment, not the wrestling, and for sure, not the story. Man, I'm telling you. Yeah, the leg drop. Oh man, the leg drop, brother. Says Ross Paul Heyman joining forces makes no sense whatsoever. Just my opinion. Yeah, you know, RB, I'm kind of on the fence with it. On one hand, I like it because it gives Seth something different. But Seth doesn't need a talking piece. It makes more sense just to have Paul with Braun Breaker because he's the new guy. He's young, and that's what Paul does. He goes and gets it. Brock Lesnar. I mean, CM Punk wasn't necessarily young, but he was still, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't no 40-year-old like he is now. Mid-40s and shit. Well, actually, late 40s. We know late 40s. Viva la raza. Jeff Siegel from the oh, yeah, I've never heard of him. But I'll check him out. Now that you mention it, I'll check him out. Sorry, no Espanol. Yeah, no Espanol over here. Just a little bit. Fun fact, LWO was meant for Conan. That would have made more sense. That right there would have made more sense because he was already part of a world order. That would have made more sense. And they tried to bring him in too, and Conan was like, nah, I ain't fucking with that shit. Nah, Holmes, I ain't fucking with that shit, Holmes. Nah, I'm on solo. I was rolling with the NWO black and white. And then I started rolling with the red and black. And then they sit around and then they kicked me out because they didn't want to tell me about the plans, they say. So fuck all that faction, Holmes. I'm solo bolo. K-Dog say, yeah. Yeah, for those who aren't aware, I see. Reminder for those who aren't aware, I don't call him Hulk Hogan. I call him Hulk Hogan. Terrier, straight WWE wasting Nia Jax. Oh my God. Why is Nia Jax getting another title shot? Really? Like, why is she like wait, hold on for a second, y'all. Now whole man is running wild, bro. Bro. Whole man it rules. Ah, he is a hoe though. He old. Terry Boulay. Yeah, that just remind me of that what was that shit? That song he had in WCW? Oh, I wanna be a Hulkamaniac. Like what the fuck? This motherfucker went from I am a real man. You know what I'm saying? Something hard. You know what I'm saying? I wanna be a Hulkamaniac. Oh man. What you gonna do, brother, when the whole mania runs wild on you? And you gotta do the finger too. You gotta do the finger. Oh shit. I was surprised ain't nobody trying to bite his finger. I was like, what the fuck you put your finger in my face for? Bite that motherfucker off. Yeah, it'd be the punch. No, wait, hold on. He got to hook up first. He got to hook up. Yo, he down on his knees like a hoe. Yo, he starts stepping up. He hooking up. He gets up. He starts walking around the ring, shaking. And then he gets hit one more time, turns around, eyes get big, points the finger, and then the whole crowd go, you punch, Irish whip, big boot, leg drop, 1, 2, 3. Like, what the fuck? As a kid, I was like, oh yeah, this should look good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then once I hit my teenage years and he started doing it, I'm like, all right, this shit. Look, I'm over here doing leg drops and shit still. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker can't even get up that high doing the leg drop anymore. Like I remember when Hulk Hogan, see, he gets a lot of crap about not being able to do the leg drop properly, get up high enough. Obviously, the man in his 40s was not going to be able to do a leg drop the way he was able to do it when he was younger. The younger Hogan, when he used to do that leg drop, yeah, he used to get a little bit of hype in that leg. Boom. And I used to always wonder, like, how the hell does he do that without breaking their neck, let alone having them choking for air? Then And that's when I did a little, you know what I'm saying, learning and, you know, like, oh, yeah, you gotta bend your leg. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that lands is your heel and your butt and your thigh comes to the side of the face. But when it comes to the side of the face, it's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's like almost like a tap, you know. Instead of if you would have came all the way down, you would have caught all of that. Shame for Hulk Hogan for not putting over Randy Savage too. He had a problem with Randy's. He don't like the name Randy. Damn Hulk's lucky he can't even. Oh, luckily he can even still. Yeah, because he keep having surgeries. That's why surgeries was keeping him up walking. The man done had like 500 surgeries on his back alone. But that's what the wrestling business will do to you. It will fuck your body up. Nobody is unscathed. You know, that's why that's one thing I'm worried about Chris Jericho. Because I'm like, dude, you 50 now. You know what I'm saying? I know you still want to be able to walk in your 60s. You know, don't push it. You know what I'm saying? You put your time in. We appreciate you. Now sit your ass down and do an office job. Shit. You know, or just be a manager or something. These damn near fossils. Facts. Big facts. You like you like the big back booty daddy? You like the big back booty daddy? Big Papa Pumps, your hookup. Holla if you hear me. I said hip hop has really touched wrestling. When I heard him say that, I was like, holla if you hear me. Oh, Scott Steiner listens to rap music? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, ladies and gentlemen, the Steiner brothers are not from Detroit, Michigan, okay? So they're not part, they're part of the other Detroit. They're like in the suburbs, like off in the, on that other side of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? What they call it? Rob Van Dam's from Battle Creek. Bay City. Yeah, Bay City, Michigan. You know, that's on the outskirts of Detroit. But yeah, when he did that, I was like, oh shit. Okay. I fucks with it. And then he came with Steiner math. Oh man. Well, it's a triple threat match, so that means so-and-so got about a 25% chance of winning. And if you take the 25% chance and you oh man, he is iconic for that. Owen Milk, damn near all Dixie Carter, man. He sucked that motherfucker up. Jericho not gonna be able to hold his kids if he keeps this up. Man, I'm telling you. The body only, you know what I'm saying, is only gonna hold up for so long, Chris. Scott Steiner was a G. Man, on everything. Show, dude. He gonna end Hulk Hogan. Scott Steiner said they grew up on a farm. Yeah. Well, you know, I misspoke there. I didn't mean to say suburbs, but you know, still that side of Michigan, you know what I'm saying? There ain't a lot of hip hop going on. Ain't a lot of rap music going on, you know what I'm saying? In comparison to like when they went to Michigan. Now, I'm pretty sure when they went to Michigan, they was hearing a whole lot of rap music. He owns Shoney's now. Oh, is that right? Yeah, his promos are great. His promos are classics. See, Mick Foley couldn't hold his kid. Man. Yeah. You know, it's you know, like I never went professional. But just a little bit of time I did do it. Yeah. I still feel some of the effects. You know, not as much as when I played baseball though. You know, I think that just kind of collected, but me wrestling just added like some extra stuff. And the fact that I was doing the backyard wrestling, you know, I'm just thankful that everybody knew what to do. Because I was the only trained one there. Everybody else was self-trained. I wasn't self-trained. I was action trained. Now, of course, the stuff that I was taught, you know, of course, I would go and practice and do on my own, you know. And my finishing hold was a rear naked choke. I used to like to choke people out. Yep. Yeah, for a short time. For a short time. You and your homies was trying to pull an Omega, huh? Oh man. I mean, we never like talked about like doing anything like real big with it. But you know, it was something we did, you know, as like a lot of fans that have backyard wrestling, you know what I'm saying? We did it for fun, you know. But we were serious about it too. We didn't like put on some like little hokey type show. You know what I'm saying? We did entrances. We had names. my name was Mr. JB, and that was because my street name was J Boog, so I just Mr. JB. And then like we had our own NWO faction. Yeah, she was cool. You know, I wrestled this. How old was? See, Paul was. He was like damn near 400. He was close to like 400, and I wrestled him, and he speared me through a fence. Okay, we had it was a hardcore match. So and there was a fence like right there. So we were outside the ring, and we get to the fence, and next thing I know, he comes and boom, takes me through the fence. You know. Like if y'all could have seen that, I was like, I like that. That was one spot I'll never forget. Because that was like one of them holy shit moments. And I sold that motherfucker hella good too. Yep, I did see his name come up. This was 90, 97, 98. Yeah, 97, 98. Hey, what's going on, Muhammad? Yo, what's happening, kids? Oh, you already know. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I hope everything's good with you. Mine was Jay's Pizzle, the Conscious Lope, or JP Lope for short. That's right. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because we, I would always go over to their spot and we would like, watch the pay-per-views, Monday Night Raws and shit. And we just got to talking like, hey, y'all wanna wrestle? That's like that's how it started. That's how the conversation is like, y'all want to wrestle? And then so we started formulating matches and who's gonna go on first, who's gonna go on last, what was everybody's name, and then we had to start getting like the material stuff for the ring. And so yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we held it at their apartments too. So like some of the people that used to live in the apartments used to come and watch and shit. That shit used to be fun than a motherfucker. I actually thought about it. I actually put some serious thought into going pro. Um, and then my mom ended up getting sick. So I ended up taking care of her. Oh yeah, sure. It's all good. I try to. I stay close to that. That's why I like how, what I'm saying, we got the internet now. So it's like, you know, it keeps me close enough to the sport. And I've met some like dope people too. You know, and I don't like to talk about it a lot because I don't, what I'm saying? I ain't looking for the clout or none of that. But you know what I'm saying? Swerve's cousin, shout out to Prince. You know what I'm saying? Swerve's cousin be coming around here. And as a matter of fact, he had informed me one time when I used to do the Dynamite and Collision shows, that it was one show, it was 1 week that Swerve wasn't on, and he happened to tell me that he was watching us right now because his cousin used to be on panel. He used to be like one of the co-hosts, so it was like a 3 host panel. Um, yeah, so it was dope. Yeah, yeah, that was. Whew, it was wrong. Hey, you back? I'll be on my way. Yeah, it's that one shocked all of us. Was not expecting that, you know. But R.I.P. Sabu though, one of the greatest to ever do it. Yo, what's going on, Chris? At that time, had I went pro, um, I had wanted to wrestle. Well, RVD for one. I wanted to wrestle RVD. Um, I wanted to wrestle Triple H. I wanted to wrestle. Well, as far as dream, well, hold on. I'm just dream opponent. Oh, let me put my thing. So, see, 97, 98. Dream opponent, that would have been. You know what? My dream opponent, as crazy as it sounds, yeah, it would have been Sabu. That would have been my dream opponent, was Sabu. Because my style and his style would have worked so well. So well. Because I wasn't necessarily like, I'm only 6'1". So I wasn't necessarily a high flyer, but I would take risk. And I was a bruiser. And I was very technical in my moves. So I would have had Sabu flip. I would have had him flying all over the ring. I would have been suplexing his ass through tables, barbed wire. You know what I'm saying? And then I would have choked him out. Which would have led me to Taz. Yo, what's up, Timo? Rest in peace to the one and only Sabu, the motherfucker baddest man on the planet. Past, rest in peace. For sure. R.I.P. Sabu. Really enjoy New Japan Pro Wrestling, CMLL and MLW this weekend. Oh yeah, it was. Oh my goodness, this weekend was flooded with wrestling. It was great. It still feels surreal to me, and I hope that this is the last one. Well, unfortunately, Muhammad, it's not going to be the last one. You know, that's the unfortunate part. My nephew partied with dude all night at a wrestling convention. Said he was down to earth. Yeah, I remember you was telling me about a story about him and Sabu one time. Said Necro Butcher was hella cool. Both are big pies. Yeah, Necro Butcher. Yeah, that crazy motherfucker. Yo, Butcher, wild motherfucker. Backlash was good. Damian versus Elena. Oh, you like Backlash? Backlash was trash to me. I ain't like it. Did you ever want to try again and get in the business? Yeah. I mean, I even think about it now, but it would be more on like a managerial role. I'd be like more of a manager, you know. Or, you know, I would commentate too. I'd be a whole lot better commentator than some of these commentators they got now. I'm just saying. You ain't no 6'1", you more like 6'3", 6. Nah. Nah, I'm 6'1" for real, cuz. I've been 6'1" for many, many moons. Yeah, I just wanted 2025 to be a little nicer to me. Hey, Muhammad, remember, I was saying 2025 was not going to be good. I was letting shit. I was letting everybody know ahead of time before shit got crucial. Okay. I did. It was some good matches. It was decent, you know, but the stories was trash. The overall show was just trash. It was just not good. It didn't make no sense. Things that happened on that show should have never happened. I thought it was decent at best, but MLW and CIA. Yeah, now that's one. Now those shows, yeah. You look taller than that person. Because I'm 6'1". Yeah, I probably would have been 6'3" or 6'4" had I not been smoking them cigarettes at a young age. You know, I kind of stunted my growth a little bit. Well, hey, y'all, I'm about to go ahead and end this. The homie Jesse is live right now. Y'all can slide on over there, go get y'all news and see what's going on in the world from a Black perspective. And I will be over there in a little bit. And like always, I want to thank y'all for coming through. Happy Mama's Day to all the mamas out there. I hope everybody had a beautiful Sunday. I hope everybody has a very beautiful week. And hug your loved ones tight. Tell them you love them. Be true to yourself. Fuck what anybody says. And stay 10 toes down about who you are. And with that said, like always, we're going to keep it cracking. We're going to stay militant. And we about this bitch. Peace.